and gentlemen, let's take a look at these two problems. It says, what is the distance from the hospital to the police station? So our hospital is located at -6, because I go to the left -6, and then I'm going to go down -4. And the police station, I would stay where I am at the origin, so I'm going to place a 0, and then I would go down -4. So now that we have this, we can kind of figure out how far away the hospital and police station are. So if this is the hospital and this is the police station, how many units would it take to get to either of those? So if I was at the police station, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. 6 units. So 6 units would be my answer. Now, if you didn't know how to look at it on the grid, what you could do is you could look to see in your ordered pairs, which are right here, which number do you see the same? So here we have a -6 and a 0. Those aren't the same. But we do have a -4 and a -4. So that means our change is happening in our x coordinate. Okay? And anytime we have that, all we have to do is subtract the two of them. 6 minus 0 is still 6. And we always want to have, -6 minus 0 is -6. But we always want to have positive units, meaning like positive distance. I wouldn't say, oh, I walked -6 miles to school. You always want to have distance being positive. So again, 6 units would be the correct answer. Let's take a look, and we can apply this in the next problem. It says, what is the distance between the 2 points? -3, 4, and -3, -5. So in this case, we don't have a coordinate plane to look at, and so we're going to need to figure it out. You could technically draw your own coordinate plane if you wanted to, but that might take some time. So what I'm looking here is when I look at my x, I notice there's a -3 here and a -3 here. So that's where it stayed the same. But where it was different was our y. So we've got a 4 and we've got a -5. So we want to subtract the two from each other to figure out what our distance is. So I'm going to take that 4 and I'm going to subtract a -5. Okay, so now remember when we're dealing with integers and you have subtraction, you always want to add the opposite. So my 4 stays the same. I'm now going to add instead of subtract, and the opposite of -5 is +5. And now 4 plus 5, we've done that since elementary school. 4 plus 5 gives us 9. And again, it always needs to be positive units because we are talking about distance. So our answer would be 9. So 2 ways to solving distance problems. You can either look at the actual coordinate plane, or you can simply subtract the two numbers that are different in your 2 ordered pairs.